Good day, ladies and gentlemen, to the company update of Canada Nickel on Commodity TV. This video is paid on behalf and for Canada Nickel. Nickel is becoming more and more important in the world of steel, but also in the non-lithium battery universe. Those are large storage batteries, for example, used for data centers for energy backups because they cannot burn. For the next 30 years to come, nickel is in front of a major supercycle, and we think this has started this year already. An outstanding company is Canada Nickel with their Crawford Project, which is now the second largest nickel project in the world, lying in a top western jurisdiction in Ontario. Canada Nickel stands out as one of the most promising junior nickel mining investments in Ontario, especially when compared to its peers. Why is the company so attractive? Well, the first outstanding point is the scale and the asset quality of the Crawford project. Its flagship, the Crawford Nickel Sulphide project, is located near Timmins in Ontario and is forecasted to become one of the world's largest nickel sulphide operations. The project has an expected mine life of 41 years, with total production estimated at 3.54 billion pounds of nickel, 52.9 million pounds of cobalt, and 490,000 ounces palladium and platinum, 58 million tons of iron, and 6.2 million pounds of chromium. This is a world-class resource, with its scale and the quality of the sulfide mineralization, which is preferred for batteries due to better economics and lower emissions compared to laterite sources. This has drawn significant investor interest so far, with now secondly strategic investments and supporting blue-chip backers. There was a major investment made by Anglo-American, Agnico Eagle, Samsung, and the Takwa-Tagamu nations, which recently made a $20 million investment and will hold an 8.4% equity stake upon conversion. It is the largest First Nations investment in a Canadian mining project to date. There is also government endorsement. Canada Nickel's Crawford project has been identified by the Ontario government as a priority nation-building project for critical minerals, qualifying it for fast-track development and access to significant funding and support programs. Thirdly, the project timeline and risk mitigation construction decision in 2025. The company is on track for a construction decision this year, targeting production startup in late 2027. The permitting and ESG risk is very low, with Canada Nickel's strong partnerships with First Nations groups and proactive engagement on indigenous and environmental fronts help to mitigate permitting and social risks. Financially, Canada Nickel has a solid balance sheet and strong management team, making it comparatively lower risk within the junior mining sector. Various analysts point to Canada Nickel as being undervalued in the context of its resource size, project advancement, and investor base. Despite some share price weakness since 2021, which is in line with the broader market volatility, the company is viewed as having substantial upside as the path to construction and production becomes clearer. Last but not least, the macro situation for nickel looks good. Nickel demand is growing fast, and Canada Nickel provides a direct exposure to the rapidly growing nickel demand for electric vehicles and energy storage, which is a major theme supporting long-term value for such assets. The project is eligible for substantial provincial support under critical minerals programs, including fast-track permitting and funding for indigenous partnerships. Canada Nickel currently stands out among Ontario's junior nickel miners due to its world-class near-production Crawford asset, strong institutional and government backing, advanced project status, and significant ESG First Nations partnerships. While all mining investments, particularly juniors, carry material risk, Canada Nickel is generally considered less speculative and more strategically positioned than most of its regional peers for those seeking exposure to battery metals and North American supply chains. Also not to forget is the CO2 storage availability with the sale of CO2 certificates when in production. Canada Nickel is a real win-win situation and the stock is undervalued. The pointed figure chart shows a bottom building and first positions can be taken. A first price target in an upward reversal formation would be $2 Canadian. You find all information also on our Commodity TV app in German, English, plus all about commodities. Please note the disclaimer. The share discussed is part of the SRC Mining Special Situation Certificate, and me, SRC, and or the team members of SRC hold or will hold shares in the company, and I'm a shareholder in the company too. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.